This is important, viewers. A suspected biolaboratory found in Las Vegas' home is now under investigation by authorities and is linked to the owner of an unauthorized California biolab who was arrested back in 2023, officials said on Monday. SWAT officers served a search warrant on Saturday after receiving a tip that a biolab was located at the house on the city's east side. And according to a statement from Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, officers took one person, the property manager of the residence, into custody, but there was no immediate information about possible charges. Abhijit Mitra joins us on this. Jennifer Zheng, member of the International Press Association and journalist, Inconvenient Truths, should be joining us in a bit. Abhijit Iyer Mitra, these biolabs present and this possible Chinese connection, this should set the alarm bells ringing.
Look, there have been a few incidents that should have set the alarm bell ringing. You know, when we had the Red Fort blast last year, the one piece of news that went under the radar was the fact that a ricin factory had been found.
Yes.
Which was very, very dangerous. I'm surprised it didn't get the coverage it should have. Now, with this particular case, we don't know if it is a Chinese ring. Apparently, this gentleman is not a Chinese citizen. He's a Chinese origin American. And we still don't know. They have taken either bio precautions and chemical precautions. We don't know which is which till the samples come back. That said, we have to understand today, you know, technology is so democratized. You can, with a certain amount of expertise, create a lot of very, very dangerous compounds, be it chemical, be it biological, at home. The issue with the spread of both chemical and biological has always been stabilizing it and dispersing it. That said, even without proper, dispersal mechanisms, with even basic stabilization, you can cause a lot of harm. Remember the Om Shinrikyo, that was a chemical attack, but the Om Shinrikyo attack on the Tokyo subway, Shoka Sahara, this thing. These are things that have been proven. We need to start taking it very seriously and re-look at how we tackle biological and chemical terrorism.
But the other fact is that there is always this whole aspect of where did this originate and who funded it. The Americans funding it in China, or the Chinese working and operating in labs on US soil, but somewhere a collaboration to create some mayhem all over. Jennifer Zheng is with us. She was one of the first who outed and called out the Chinese role in also COVID-19. But Jennifer, thank you very much for your time. This biolab that's got its link to the California biolab, your thoughts on this?
Yes, I think this is a very, very alarming issue, not only from what have already discovered, but also from who is actually operating it. The owner of that property was also on another similar lab in California, and he was arrested more than 2 years ago. And he has been imprisoned all the time, but another similar lab also owned by him is still operating. And how many others are there? And also, according to the Selective Committee of Communist Party of the US Congress, this guy, this Zhu Beijia, was already found to have deep connections with the Chinese Communist Party. So he is not just a simple individual doing some illegal stuff in the United States. He comes from the highly, you can say, high-profile CCP family. His father is a lifetime professor of the Chinese Academy of Sciences and also the chief scientist or chief professor of the biophysics Institute of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. And his father and his whole family was high-profile CCP members, and China's key mouthpiece media like China Central TV even did a 45 documentary, especially to promote his father. So they say the Chinese Communist Party Selective of the US Congress also already discovered the following information that this guy who owns the lamp in California as well as in Las Vegas has owned and run state enterprises in China. He has been receiving money from the Chinese bank, and he has stolen American technology from Canada, and he actually escaped from Canada. He was already convicted victim of Canada, but he can re-enter US with a false name, a false identity, and continue to operate in such dangerous lab and very close to the Air Force Base of America. So we have to wonder what is going on behind all this. From my personal perspective, this kind of lamp is not only very dangerous, but also you need a lot of resources and money to operate them. So what's the purpose there? So from the past behavior of the CCP, I truly believe a very, very sinister something is going on behind these things, and we should be very, very, very alarmed.
So, what do you think is the plan here? What do you think, could there be other biolabs like this? Because even through COVID, Jennifer Zhang, we realized that there is a US-China connection to everything. Either the money is coming from the US, lab is in China, or vice versa.
Yes, under this, of course, we already know the money from the US actually funded the biological study of COVID-related, you can say, vaccine. Actually, according to my exclusive interview with somebody who has talked or got the exclusive confession from a scientist in Wuhan Wuhan Institute of Virology, he admitted that actually the COVID is bioengineered by the Wuhan Institute of Virology. And and his group was given 4 different, you can say, the species of the strains of the virus to select which one can infect as the most species. They studied it on different animals, and then they select the most powerful one, and they try to, according to him, spread it to the, there were a military game in Wuhan, world military game in Wuhan before the COVID in 2019 in October. So the scientists from his group was actually sent to the hotel where the athletes from America and other countries stay to try to spread the virus. So if they have been doing this all these years, so what are they still doing now inside the America? That is very concerning.
Right, and closer to polls and election times, and at times when these things matters become hugely sensitive, it can actually derail governments and also derail the path for nations, Abhijit Iyer Mitra. So somewhere, some people are still actively exploring the bioweapon option.
Yes,
I think
Jennifer, just asking Abhijit the question. He's also there. Yes, Abhijit.
What worries me more than the actual testing is the fact that we have so many people within the global health ecosystem who are willing to turn a blind eye, actually divert investigations.
Right.
You had that horrible man, Peter Daszak, the head of the EcoHealth Alliance, who was sitting on the Lancet board, which, actively then shielded China. He was also the fact checker for Facebook and things like that, which if you tried to link it back to China or trace its origin back, they would give you a strike, deplatform you and things like that.
Yeah.
Now, this person was found guilty. He managed to evade jail time. I think he's on appeal or something. And he's back in the entire WHO scheme of things, doing, publicity and God knows what not. So this is where Chinese intelligence, Chinese money, Chinese infiltration, coupled with corruption in the US and global systems, makes what should be a fairly straightforward problem much, much more complex.
Right. I've got to wind up on that note. Jennifer Zhang and Abhijit Iyer Mitra, thank you very much.